Hi everyone. Now, before we have today's true Bible story, let's see if we can remember the I ams that we have learned over the last few weeks. So the first week we learned about bread, didn't we? Jesus said, I am the bread of life. And then we learnt about light and how Jesus said, I am the light of the world. And last week we learnt about sheep and how God tells us that Jesus is like the good shepherd. So Jesus said, I am the good shepherd. Now today in our true Bible story we're going to find out about Jesus and some of his friends called Lazarus and his two sisters Mary and Martha. Now they lived in a village called Bethany, and one day Lazarus became very poorly. Mary and Martha were very worried. They knew that Jesus could help, so they decided to send somebody to get a message to Jesus. What do you think that message might say? Yeah, the message was, Lazarus is very poorly, please come quick. Now, you know, the grown-ups, every Wednesday we have a prayer meeting, and we often pray for people who are poorly, people in the church or people that we know, and it's really good, and Jesus wants us to talk to him and tell him about the poorly people that we know, and we can ask Jesus to help them. So Jesus got this message. Now, can you remember what it was? Yeah, Lazarus is very poorly. Please come quick. But Jesus stayed where he was for 2 more days. And then he travelled to Bethany to see Lazarus and Mary and Martha. But there was a problem. Lazarus had become so poorly that he actually died. And he was buried in a tomb, which is like a massive, great big cave. And then they would put a really big stone over the top. It would take lots of people to put the stone across the cave, and this was called a tomb. Mary and Martha were really sad that their brother Lazarus had died, and their friends comforted them. When Martha heard that Jesus was coming, she hurried to meet him on the road. She was really sad, but she trusted in Jesus. And she said to him, I know God will do whatever you ask. And Jesus said to Martha, I am the resurrection and the life. Now Martha knew what Jesus said was true. So she ran back to tell Mary that Jesus had arrived. And Mary quickly got up to meet him. She was so sad as well that her brother had died. And Jesus was sad too because he loved them very much and they were his friends. Mary and Martha took Jesus to the tomb where Lazarus was buried. Everyone was sad and Jesus cried too. Then something amazing happened. Jesus told the people to roll away that massive big stone that was covering over the tomb. And Jesus prayed, and then he called out in a loud voice, Lazarus, come out! And do you know what happened then? Something amazing. Yes, Lazarus, who was dead, was alive. He walked out of the tomb and he was alive again. Wow! Everyone saw that Lazarus was alive. They were happy and amazed, and the people all around, they wanted to follow Jesus. But can you remember the I am that Jesus said to Martha? Yes, Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. You know that Jesus made Lazarus alive again because he has God's power. Jesus is God's son and he has the power over everything. And did you know that Jesus died on the cross for you, for all of us, for all the bad things we have done, which we call sin? And then he rose to life again. And Jesus did this for all of us so that one day we can have new life in heaven. But only if we choose to love Jesus and ask him to be in our lives. So today, maybe you can think about that. And remember that Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. And Jesus is the only way to heaven. Okay, I'll see you next week. Have a good week and enjoy the activities I've sent you. Bye.